still and silent before you. A faint glow pulsates from within its chest cavity, dormant perhaps. A compartment in the side of the contraption appears to be empty. There's a part missing. The capacitor sparks and fizzles. Then, the pulsating light begins circulating throughout the automaton. It rises. The automaton looms above you. A lone, glowing eye takes you in dispassionately.
Hello, Godwoken.
The automaton peers in close at your face.
You are a fine specimen. Most fine. Your arrival is long overdue. This is the Academy. It is a place of great learning. I am the Seneschal. I serve both those who teach and those who come to learn. Those like you. Allow me to show you. The Academy exists to help unveil the divine from amongst the Godwoken.
The Sensual falls silent for a long moment, as if processing this question is quite taxing on its cognitive faculties.
It seems I was interfered with. My power supply was removed through force. The perpetrator is unclear. Inactivity has caused further damage. I cannot access my full faculties. Unfortunate, but I shall help you however possible. You must enter the temple, then prove yourself in the arena of the One. Godwoken should usually be able to pass freely. Whoever tampered with me may have interfered with the Academy in other ways. Apologies, Godwoken. I trust you will be able to overcome any difficulties. It's quite simple. Defeat all others.
The automaton fixes its illuminated gaze upon you. The light within it flickers for a moment. It addresses you, garbled in places.
Godwoken, I am here to serve. Attend to your studies.
I have no idea what any of this means.
The footsteps of the Eternals. But what that means remains to be seen.
Ah, locked.
An ancient library. I feel right at home.
Here we go.
Leonard Rawl, you are a God-woken and a thief. You keep your secrets well, even from yourself. You are Leonard Rawl, God-woken, thief. If you can't earn a place in Lucian's shadow, you're going to steal it. You think you'll find advantage in the Forbidden Library. But first you have to steal the keys. Your tutors have one each, but you can't risk getting caught. You'd earn yourself a trip to the Chancellor's chamber, one from which you suspect you would not return. Your best friend Redulus was your rival. You knew that he was weak. You made sure the Chancellor knew it too. And while your friend was in the Chancellor's secret room, you stole the capacitor from the Chancellor's own table. But then you heard a noise. You heard the sound of your best friend's murder. You fled. You hid the capacitors you had taken and set out to steal the rest. You were lurking here, plotting, when you were overtaken with a sense of love. You felt at peace. You felt Lucian's hand on your shoulder. You did not feel the sword blade enter your back. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for the spirit source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction. The hunger dies away, for now. Her memories flow into you as water to a stream. You are Tarian Grey, you are God-woken, but you will not be divine. You know this because you are in love with a colleague and rival. You are in love with Redulus, and he is in love with you. You have agreed to leave the Academy together, but now Redulus is missing. Redulus went to see the Chancellor, and you have not seen him since. You're on your way to the Chancellor's chambers when a man's voice calls your name. Lucian the Divine cups your chin, and a gentle pain stabs your heart. Lucian smiles at you, and then is gone, and you worry so for Redulus. Believing it comes from her own mind, she realizes the truth. She was murdered by Lucian the Divine. Redulus too must be dead, or he would have come for her by now. She bows her head and cries. She knows Redulus went to see the Chancellor in his chambers. She did not know that Lucian was already there. She weeps. The spirit of a rather old man dodders around, seemingly oblivious to the condition of the room. He turns and offers you a genial smile.
Ah, a new student. I admire your enthusiasm, but I'm just about to close the gallery for the evening. You'll have to return in the morning.
The ghost frowns with confusion, then wags a reprimanding finger at you.
You're new, so I won't report your insolence. But you had better learn some manners if you hope to make use of the gallery. All the powers that a God-woken needs are documented in these tomes. The gallery is the most important part of the whole Academy as far as I'm concerned. I will not allow it to be disrespected. I am Master Tremblay, curator of the gallery. I'll be here at your service, of course, as you carry out your studies, but there's time for that yet. I'm closing for the night, as I said. Oh, come now, surely you must have heard of the gallery. That's the repository for the God-woken tomes. I will not allow it to be disrespected.
An elegant and intelligent-looking lizard. She gives you a haughty look, then turns away. A hunger rises deep within you. The hunger dies away. She gives you the haughty look once more, then turns away. A hunger rises deep within you. She freezes in confusion, unable to work out what's happening to her. She turns and looks you in the eye, in horror and in pain. Oblivion glimmers in her eye as she stares into the abyss. And your god shall be barely sated. The ghost's memories slip. He's wrong. He'll die. He did die before he even made it to the Chancellor to ask for permission to fight in the Arena of the One. And what's more, he was murdered. You are Kandor, and you are, you believe, ready to step up. Your tutors disagree, but you want the Chancellor to hear your case. Instead, you find a man you've never met, a great and powerful sorcerer. And as his shadow falls upon you, you realize that this is Lucian the Divine himself. He gives you a smile of the utmost benevolence and grace, and you realize, as Kandor, that you are far from ready. You turn and flee towards the library to warn your tutors, but Lucian is too fast. He cuts you down. You're Kandor the Godwoken, dead by the hand of the Divine. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for his source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction. The hunger dies.
I must check on the Chancellor. Which one came next? Ah, yes. Good. Very good. Now back to the study.
His memory comes to you like a hound to its master. Your name is Redulus, and you are Godwoken. But you know that you can never be divine. You are in love with Tarion, your rival, and that love makes you weak. You hear rumors of a god king who would free you to be with Tarion. You seek the Chancellor's knowledge of this king, but when you find the Chancellor, he lies dead. A figure stands over him. Lucian, the great divine. He smiles at you and bids you approach him. He lays a hand upon your shoulder, and his blade slices your gut. As you fall, poor Redulus, you know that you will never see your Tarion again. Redulus awakens as if from a daze. He takes what would have been a breath, were he still alive, and breaks into a run.
Welcome to the Forbidden Library. Do not fear the truth, though it smash your world to pieces. Do not fear the truth about the gods. The gods destroy what they have made. You think them cruel, but they are not. They own us, and will do with us what they must.
A thought arrives from deep within, a single word. lies.
Redulus sought the secrets of the gods. Redulus sought the God King, and Redulus died at Lucian's hand.
Hunger rises deep within you. You, or the thing inside you, wants his source so badly you can taste it. The hunger dies.
Your time will come, and sooner than you think.
The lovers stare into each other's eyes, together at last. Tarion registers your presence for the first time. She smiles at you in gratitude. Redulus gives you a nod of acknowledgement. You know they'll leave now for the Hall of Echoes. They turn to each other.
The Temple of the One.
At last, this journey is almost done.
Yes, it's me. In the flesh, to an extent. No such thing for those who scar themselves for the God King. I've found a new master. A kind master. A promise of eternity. Through him, I shall be free.
You vile, sniveling little beast. How dare you? How dare you reject us? How many times did I have to tell you? I am eternal. Perhaps I should thank you. If not for your cruelty, I would not have met him. If not for your crimes, I would never have been reunited with my people. But now I am whole. And soon you will be torn to pieces.
You face a familiar foe. Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance. Coarseness turned to cruelty.
The coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend.
Much to your surprise, you encounter Ifan Ben Medst once more, but wasn't he dead?
Alive? I am far from alive. I am sworn to the Covenant. And you too will be far from alive after I face you in the arena of the One.
He smirks, and something awful glitters in the void behind his eyes. Something you never saw there before, something you hope never to see again.
something on your mind, darling? Darling. Why, I can't remember the last time someone showed me such kindness. Maybe even never. When it matters most, I will stand alongside you. I promise. After all, I am soon to be a free woman. I can choose to follow whomever I wish now.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation. Rather hard not to think of divinity, wouldn't you say, once it's become a promise? I've always known I was destined for greatness. To be God-woken, though, that I did... Conduit. Is that what you think you'll be? Not so much a divine as a puppet of divinity? Interesting. But of course that doesn't quite answer your original question. I have thought about the prospect of divinity, yes, and about what divinity really means. When one strips away from the term all the pomp, all the piety, all the manifold associations it calls to mind, one is left with a single word: power. The true meaning of divinity is power, and as it so happens, power means a great deal to me. The only thing you have to ask yourself is, does it mean anything to you?